The EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters, have laid a complaint right now because the statement said that they would have laid the complaint around 1700, which is 5 o'clock today. And I've seen pictures on their social media saying that they are on their way to police station to lay criminal charges against Nkabinde. Nkabinde, guys, is the chief of staff for Minister Mchunu. With that being said, I want you to think about the following, right? I'm gonna insert a video, two videos. I will insert two videos. I want us to read a letter from the EFF, which by now obviously it has been executed. But I want you to ask. I want to ask you this following questions. Indeed, that now Nkabinde is in Parliament before ad hoc committee is there to say whatever he needed to say. No problem. We get it. Here's the problem. The problem is, why do you think, or what do you think about this? Why didn't the EFF allow the man to speak, contradict himself, lie, and possibly at the end of his everything, then they lay the criminal complaint? Why I'm saying that? I'm saying that to say, he would have said things today, exposed Abo Brown Mohoti, Abo what. No problem. But when he concludes his thing, then you like, why the EFF didn't they wait until the man does that? Okay. We now know criminal charges have been laid already. The EFF had said this.
Chair, and we must note that this is not just an oversight, it's perjury. We're talking about dates. It's not like a official residence matter and non-residence matter. And more than likely, these dates are correct, that it was October, November, because the minister went to go and visit the mine, Stilfontein, in November, and that's documented. So it's intentional and it's perjury. And as the EFF, we're going to go and open a case of perjury after this. Because if we are going to adopt the approach that we must take some sections as they do in court as a mistake and an oversight, as we continue during this entire process, we are going to have to say, okay, this paragraph also, it was an oversight. This is a very short statement. You even have attorneys, so it was deliberate. And it also speaks to another point, that you are not doing a sworn statement to the Parliament of South Africa serious. How many other statements have you given in this country that were not serious? You just write things freely and loosely. It also talks to your credibility. You did an entire report about the IPID executive director. Can we take that serious if you don't pay attention to something between 5 paragraphs on dates and you have attorneys? It's intentional and it is perjury. And we must treat it that way, not just as an oversight. We're not talking about an official residence being confused with private residence. And we're going to have other witnesses come here not taking what they are doing here in Parliament serious and treating us like, oh, okay, we're not sure of the dates. And even in this statement also, it should have been noted, I don't have my gadgets, I'm not sure about the dates. If you didn't know the dates, you should know that. You've been in the industry or in the service since 2018. You don't take chances, and especially dates. No, it's perjury. Thank you.
Honorable Maliam.
Chair, I hear your ruling, but colleagues, a man sits in front of you and say, I was thumb sucking this affidavit. He used that word. And then you still, if you take yourself serious, want to go on with an affidavit of being thumb sucked. He said it. I've thumb sucked this thing. October, November, and also, Chair, I want to put it on record, he's lying. October, November, it's a correct date because that minister went to the mine on the 14th of November. Not in July. On the 14th of November. And then now he says, no, October, November. He's caught in a lie. He changes to be prior, the call of Mkwanas. It's a lie. It's perjury, it's a lie. He needs to be arrested for lying to Parliament, lying under oath. So, you cannot...
So, I don't know, because the way I'm thinking about it right now is that obviously the man has been given days to go and prepare his testimony. He's obviously going to prepare his testimony, right? Obviously, at the back of his mind, there's this perjury case now that he needs to be mindful of, lest he implicate himself more. So, in a way, there is a chance that he might not give more information going forward. The lawyers might sit there and say, there's already a criminal case, Baba. So since there's a criminal case, you have a right not to implicate yourself. Seeing that there's a case, the lawyers might say, questions like this and this and this and this and this, do not answer it. He might even bring his lawyer there, who, when asked questions, he will say, no, this question, don't answer it. Do you see the point? That's where my problem is. Had the EFF allowed him to implicate himself, maybe at the end, then they strike again. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the opening of the perjury is wrong. I'm saying I just wish that they would have waited until the end so that we just hear the man contradicting himself or what exposing people. And then after doing so, because there's no perjury case pending against him, he is not under pressure per se. Yeah, but because of all those things, he would have testified free. He would have been free to lie. Then at the end, then you strike. EFF said this. Economic freedom fighter, EFF, Deputy Secretary General, Komisa Umetes will open a case of perjury against Police Minister Mchunu's Chief of Staff, Mr. Cedric Nkabinde. Mr. Nkabinde lied in a statement before ad hoc committee, resulting in an adjournment of the ad hoc committee. The case will be open under the following details. Date, Thursday, 13th November 2025, today. Time, 1700. Venue, Cape Town, South African Police Service. By this time, I've seen the pictures. That's why I said they've already opened the case by this time. So at the time of you opening this video, just know I've seen the pictures of them going to the police station. But think about what I've just said now. Had they waited a bit, don't you think the man would have implicated himself? He would have been free. That's the word I was looking for. He would have been free to say all sorts of things without the worry of this perjury. You understand? Because even in court, you'll remember listening to Judge Rata, he once said to somebody that he once reminded the defense that this person has a right not to implicate himself. So you can't expect this person to implicate himself. No, you can't do that. Do you see what I'm trying to say? With that being said, I want you to listen to the next video. Whilst you're listening to the next video, think about what I've just said. That, the EFF, I think for me, they jumped the gun, man. They should have allowed the man. Come. Lie if you lie. Ne? Just continue, man. At the end, then we strike. But for me, they jumped the gun here. But nevertheless, listen to them here.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Nkabinde, jy mors ons se tyd hier vandag. You're really wasting our time. I want to ask you, are you the only person in that department that has access to dates? Does the minister not have a PA? No other support staff you could have verified these dates with? That's the one thing. Secondly, you've given us a sworn statement. You have sworn this morning. You now come and you say you have thumbsuck dates. You have a guided statement, and your dates are based on what previous witnesses have said. Are we really meant to probe further on a statement that is not truthful, on a statement that won't guide us to a means to an end, because that's why we're here. We need to connect the dots. And when you're sitting there telling us, I don't know, it could have been 2 months prior, it could have been 2 months earlier, that is not even close. Are we meant to sit here today and even probe you with as to when things happened, when you've given us a written statement? I don't think we should continue with you today.
Chair, in terms of arranging the meeting with Brown, there will be no other staff member who would have been involved, because it was only me having a Brown's number and contacting Brown. And another thing with the statement, I was truthful and very open to the evidence leaders. Then they drafted the statement for me. When they drafted a statement for me, after we consulted, we checked it, rectified, but I was open to them that I'm not too sure about the sequence of events, because I don't have anywhere to recollect. But I am confirming that a sequence of events, Mkhwanazi would have called me after that meeting. I'm guided by that, Chair.
Okay. Now, let's move on now to something else. So, okay, today it was about Nkabinde. Obviously, the matter has been postponed. Nkabinde will come back when he comes back. You know, speaking about people who lie. Well, I'm listening to the Madlanga Commission. Hey, one of these things, I don't know, man, who did these things. Whosoever did this thing was wrong. The ad hoc committee shouldn't have investigated this. Man, this thing of they're having these things running concurrently. You are listening to this and this. It's the Madlanga Commission, the ad hoc committee, the Sons of May1 trial. Hey, man, guys, it's so difficult to cope with these things. It's so difficult. Hi, but nonetheless, Madlanga Commission, we get a sense that General Mkhwanazi, that guy, sorry, not General Mkhwanazi, but Brigadier Mkhwanazi, that guy was well protected. You get a sense that guy was very much protected. You couldn't touch that guy because that guy was very much protected. That's what I learned. So there's quite a lot. And I said to people on Twitter this other time, when you look at Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi of Ekurhuleni and you're looking at General Sibiya of SAPS, their behavior, their attitude, it looks like they were assigned by the same people, designated to different destinations for different mission, but for a common mission. When you're looking at their behavior, it looks the same. Their attitude, the way they act, man, it looks like, you will swear that they were assigned by the same company or same group of people to say, when you're going to the SAPS, this is your mission. When you're going to the EMPD, this is your mission. The mission of the one from the SAPS to the one year EMPD is a similar mission, right? That's what you get when you listen. As we are listening to the Madlanga Commission, you realize that Sibiya, Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi of Ekurhuleni, it looks like they had the same mandate, same mission. That's how I see it. But you'll give me your opinion in the comment section below. I'm very much interested to hear your opinion. But it's quite interesting. So I will leave everything here with the hope that we shall see each other on the next episode. But until then, please take care.